guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Mosun. I record videos on faith, lifestyle, and everything in between. If you're not new but someone that's come back to watch yet another video, thank you so much. Greatly appreciate you. So as you can see by the title, I just wanted to share a personal testimony. I mentioned it in the video that will be coming up afterwards about this, and this is something I've been waiting for so long. I just felt led to share this in this video, and hopefully it impacts, it encourages, and it propels someone to believe the same thing or something better for themselves. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so just to give a little context, I didn't have issues with my hearing prior to 2018, but in 2018 I attended a concert and I was right in front of the speakers throughout the entire concert. So the music was blasting and my ears at the end of the night was just, huh? What are you saying, to someone that is right in front of me? So I have attended concerts before, I've been in the front before, so I just thought, you know, it would go away like it would normally do. So like for the first day after the concert, I can still hear the ringing in my right ear, in both my ears, and then the second day the left ear was okay, but the right ear was still ringing. It was still ringing loud, to the point that it now changed to pulsations, and it was loud, like in my ear, echoing like my old ear canal. Like I can hear the pulsation vibrate through, and I thought, okay, the left ear did what it needed to do. The right ear probably would need some time. So I waited like a couple of days. So by like day 8, day 9, the volume has not changed, and I was just like, what the heck is going on? So I made an appointment to see an auditory, I think auditorial, I will type it down here. I had said the name very well in the prior video, but I didn't do it here. ENT, okay? There's another name for ENT, but I saw an ENT specialist and I went to him and explained what happened. This is not usually what would happen. I don't have a condition, but this is what happened, and since then, this right ear has not been the same. He checked it to see if there was any damages. My hair follicles were still intact. He didn't see any blockage or what could have been causing it. It was very nice because during that time I actually had a cold and I could hardly breathe, and he helped me decongest while I was there. I was just like, oh, it pays to know a doctor. He just shared with me, usually the sound will subside, but if it's not, that means that I was greatly affected by the direct impact of the speakers. And he said usually if it's becoming like unbearable, then they would advocate for surgery, but he said that it should go away with time. Hopefully, if it doesn't, I should concentrate not focusing on that sound. That what has helped people living with this condition, and the condition is tinnitus, what has helped is that they focus their mind away from the sound, and the more they do that, the less they hear the pulsation of your heart. So whatever happened, whatever took place, affected me somehow, and my ear canal somehow, that I can hear the pulsation of my heart. So when he did this, which was just suppress a vein here, that I wouldn't hear the pulsation. And he was like, you know, sometimes if you just want to quiet it for a little bit, just do that. Because I was just like, okay, hopefully this will go away in the next couple of weeks, but if it doesn't, what am I going to do? So the next couple of weeks, the sound, the pulsation, the volume of the pulsation did not reduce. I was uncomfortable even to sleep. I would have to sleep on its side and position my head a certain way so I don't have to hear it, but I can go to sleep, because it kept me up at night. And then sometimes when I'm just doing basic things, I'm sitting down, I'm looking straight forward, I would hear it. If I turn like this, I would not hear it, because, you know, that vein that is being, you know, suppressed in a way, but if I turn this way, oh my God, it was so loud. So I did that, and then after a while, I was just like, no, I have to believe God for hearing. At church, they usually have this morning prayer, and the pastor was flowing in the spirit, and he called out people that had ringing in their ears and issues with their ears. So I stepped forward, and I was just like, yep, I'm one of them. I don't remember if he actually laid hands on me or he just generally prayed for everyone that came up, because, you know, a large crowd can take time. But I stood there and I believed to what I believed that, you know, my healing would come, my healing would take place, or whatever. So after that meeting, I went home, went about my business, living my life, and I noticed at a certain point the volume started to reduce, and I was just like, okay, because I know there's instant, immediate healing, and I know there's gradual healing. Cool. And then the volume reduced, but I can still, it was still audible. It was very audible. Even with sitting and talking, I would be hearing it. So at a certain point, like a few months passed by and it was still an issue. Something is not right. I didn't do something properly. In my head, I was like, did I second guess the healing power? Was I not believing really? And I was just like laying out a fleece, like, you know, if he had touched me, I would have, you know, been healed. Or was I just doing it in my mind and I wasn't believing in my heart? So as I noticed that the volume reduced, I continued to live with the vibration, that it really impacted me, not like hearing, because I could hear clearly, but because I sing, and I sing on a worship team, hearing like the parts was sounding cloudy, like even to hear myself. And we don't have in-ears in the church that I attend, but when we stand in front of the monitors, I always want to adjust a little bit to my right so that I can hear myself and I can hear like the other parts. And when I listen to music and I'm trying to listen to parts, I would have to listen from my left side. So in my mind, I was just like, God, I didn't really took it to prayer like fire. God, I want you to do this. But in my mind, I was just like, God, I need you to just hear me. Like, I can't live like this. I need you to hear me. I can't live like this. So I think a little bit into 2019, there was a service and he had another word of knowledge, you know, people with issues of the ear. And I went up there again. I think he laid hand on me and I was just like, this better be it. And no. Not a thing happened. So I lived with this 2018, 2019, 2020. And I basically told the Lord in 2020, because now the volume has reduced much more than what it was in 2018 and what it was in 2019. But at this point, I need to receive this healing on my own, and you have to do it for me. If you can't do it for me, then nothing can be done. I was listening to teachings about healing, listening to teachings about my faith, and I was deciding, does hands have to be laid on me, or can I receive it for myself? And then I came into a message where I could actually receive it for myself. And I had a conversation with my brother about healing, and he broke certain things down to me. And I didn't even tell him to pray for me on that matter, because I was just like, at a certain point, I can't be going to him to say, bro, pray for your sis. She's believing. There's certain times I would do that, but I'm trying to build my faith to where I can just pray for myself and receive my healing. So I believe it was April 2020. This was bothering me. At that point, it would come back. Like, I wouldn't necessarily hear it that much during the course of my day, but as I'm trying to sleep, oh my God, it's like they turned up the volume. So at that point, I was just like, I told God and I expressed it. I gave his words back. I looked up scriptures that were concerning healing, and Mark 11:24 just sealed the deal for me, because it says, if you pray and believe that you receive whatever you ask, you shall have it. So if I pray believing that I will receive it, I shall have it. So that's why I just told the Lord, I said, I've given you back your facts. This is what you said about healing. I am a child of God. Jesus already went to the cross concerning this issue. He already knew it was going to come about, and he had a solution. It has already been healed at the cross. So therefore, I lay hold on that confession. I lay hold on that inheritance as a child of God, that I'm redeemed from the curse of the law. I'm redeemed for sickness and ailments and diseases, and I am made whole. Everything about me is perfect. So this ear has to confirm and align itself. Started to really decrease. Like, I wouldn't hear it throughout the course of the day, like I mentioned, but like at night it just started really decreasing. There have been moments where it would come back, and I'm telling the enemy, like, no, you can't have this. You can't have what I'm believing for myself. My healing is permanent. And that's something that I'm learning, and I believe people who desire to be healed should learn as well, and hold on to your belief and what you have believed, especially what I'm learning and what I've been reading, which I talked about in a video coming up, is that I'm understanding the complexities, which really is not complex, of healing. And I understand sometimes it can be instantaneously, sometimes it's gradually, and you have to believe and hold on that you have received your healing and not waver, because the enemy will like to make you feel like, oh, you really didn't believe, oh, that really didn't work, where actually it did. But if you lose faith, faith is the power that makes everything comes to light, you know? Faith is that thing that brings stuff to fruition. So I was just like, nah, fam, you can be playing the games that you want to be playing because you are bored, you have nothing else to do, but I am going to stand on your word, Father, and I'm going to believe for my healing. And that is exactly what I did. So throughout the course of 2020, every other month, you know, the enemy would bring it back when I'm trying to sleep, and I would just have to, you know, do this just to be able to sleep. Like, it was annoying. Like, even now, like when I do this on the left side, nothing, I don't feel like a variation in my tone, or just feel that feeling in my left side. But in my right side, I can still feel some type of, like, when I do this, like an air opening and closing, air opening and closing, I can feel it. But I was just like, bruh, this is going to be completely healed. It's going to be in sync with my left side. So when I finally realized that the enemy, the deceiver, was not bringing it back at all, was in February 2021. And I thank God. I was just like, yes, my healing is complete. This is going to align itself, and I believe it before the end of this month. That's how much I believe in the healing power of Jesus. That's how much I believe and have faith for myself, because at the end of the day, if I can't reach somebody to lay hands on me, if I can't reach somebody to pray for me, I have to believe that my prayers are heard by God. And he says it in his word that my prayers are heard by him. So yes, I just wanted to share that testimony with you guys, and I want to encourage you to believe and have faith in yourself. Have faith in your prayers, because the person you are praying to already said he will perform on your behalf. And he even said it, like, what you are asking for, if it's not even in existence, he will create it for you. Can you believe that? Because that's how much he loves you. I just want to encourage you guys to believe, stand on your faith. You are believing on a God who never sleeps or slumber. Your foundation is not rocky. It's not a sinking sand. He's a solid rock. So I just want to encourage you guys, believe, keep believing. Don't let the enemy deter you from believing. Don't believe otherwise. You are loved, you are cherished, and you are adored. And yes, so that's just basically my testimony of my healing on my right ear with tinnitus. So if you would like to see more videos like this, please comment below, like this video, and if you have not subscribed and you've watched this video, come on, you are welcome. You are welcome in this place, mighty subscriber. Don't take me too seriously. I burst into songs depending on a term or a line or a sentence. So you're welcome. Subscribe. Click that red subscribe button down below, followed by the bell notification, so that you can be informed when I upload new videos. I'll see you guys on my next one. Take care. Bye.